Unusual yet not distinctive INFJs would like to be perceived in this way, yet there is more to these uncommon types than meets the eye. In real life and in various settings, their personality could be interpreted differently. INFJ personalities frequently cause conflict for many people. This is not dissimilar from the fact that they lack a thorough understanding of the nuances and fundamentals of this personality type. I'll demonstrate the 10 characteristics of INFJ types that nobody else can perceive. Number 10. They have excellent perception. What many people learn only after having intimate interactions with an INFJ is that they have heightened perception. Startling, a natural physics. Why this is biological rather than some sort of voodoo gift. INFJs have a tendency to pick up on someone's intentions throughout interactions and occasionally even before they do. And because most people are unaware of this, they tend to become overexcited, making it even simpler for the INFJ to identify and draw conclusions about the person's objective or area of interest. Therefore, always exercise caution while speaking to an INFJ for the first time and be aware that they have the ability to see right through you like a glass window. Number 9. The capacity to anticipate. Unknown to many INFJs, future predictions are a skill they possess, but they are aware they are not prophets. Simply have a better grasp of intuitive measurement. The final outcome of a transaction or activity depending on the patterns they construct. It is even simpler to draw predictions from their intuition when combined with their pattern recognition and pattern connecting skills, which are usually always correct. They might not possess some form of spiritual gift. However, they have some innate ability to sense things. Their gut instinct is remarkably correct virtually all the time. This does not imply that you immediately approach your closest INFJ acquaintance for the lottery numbers. They would definitely reach certain numbers, but don't bother them about it. Number 8. Logic and emotions should be well balanced. These uncommon personalities possess a unique and well-balanced blend of extroversion and introversion. This significantly contributes to their ability to balance their social relationships and analytical thinking. Consequently, when you see a photo of Jay grinning broadly at a party scene and engaging in small talk, don't assume that he lacks logic or reasoning right away. And don't assume that someone lacks social skills when you see them working brilliantly alone. The majority of folks make a mistake here. Because of how they see INFJs, they attempt to push them to act a specific way. This typically results in strained relationships with INFJ personality types. We enjoy them more and choke them less once we grasp this specific talent INFJs have. Number 7. Genuine introverts by default. While they walk around talking to people and resolving their issues, INFJs are introverts from the inside out. Solely an introvert, not even an ambivert. To appear more forgiving and welcoming of others, they like maintaining the ambivert mask, because they are aware that without this mask, it would be difficult for people to find them, and would probably avoid them completely. INFJ types are real introverts, in contrast to other introverted personality types. They can be laughing heartily and openly speaking with companions. However, when they spend too much time and exhibit extroversion, they become true introverts. They naturally recharge and yearn for some solitude. Their brains are only calling them back to their genuine selves at this point. INFJ personality types are real introverts who only have strong emotional bonds with a select group of their lifelong friends, loved ones, or soulmates. They seem outgoing and effervescent to others outside. However, only people who are close to them truly understand how introverted they actually are. What masks do you put on for yourself? Number 6. Are frequently in one-sided partnerships. INFJ personality types frequently find themselves in one-sided relationships as a result of their too compassionate and flawed nature. They're not with their naturally compatible mate more frequently, which causes this. Most of the time, the partner is simply not prepared to handle their personality. As a result, there is a bias in the emotional exchange between the two people in the relationship. Being able to express their affection to someone is sufficient for an INFJ. Even if they would prefer it if it were returned, the fact that they are content and know what is making them grin is enough for an INFJ. This is due to the fact that INFJ personalities often give their all to and for someone they truly care about, and the recipient may not be as generous in returning the favor. The INFJ typically becomes irritated and burdened with unreturned affection when their spouse is unaware of this. Do you have any experience with one-sided relationships? The INFJ most likely has for the past 3 years. Number 5. In constant search of intense intimacy. One way to categorize or describe an INFJ is with the ideal list. They struggle even more to locate or create a relationship because of their hunt for the ideal one. Finding a companion who can provide a dreamlike and strong emotional connection is a big focus for INFJ types, even though they might not consciously acknowledge it. Their deepest desires are for true love. They look for a partner that they get along with and who is on the same emotional and intellectual wavelength as they are. This always has an impact on all of their attempts to begin a new relationship, making them finicky and choosy. Before starting a relationship, getting close to someone, or going deep with somebody in particular, they constantly take into account numerous things. Number 4. The unending perfection. Being notorious for being perfectionists, INFJ personalities want to live by a set of standards and will adhere to them down to the last stitch. They make sure, and at times even obsess, because they already have the greater goal in mind. Their strong intellectual capacity adds to the idea that every last detail is part of a larger plan. But they could annoy others who have to work with them. Their skill at paying attention to details makes it challenging to differentiate them from this trait. The next time your INFJ partner or acquaintance becomes overly concerned with minor things, just act appropriately by allowing them their space to work and making an effort to understand their perspective. Number 3. Improved in writing. INFJ types make for the best writers in a world where most people are excellent communicators. Their intelligence, imagination, and a little reserved enthusiasm. They are the best writers. They typically value seclusion since it helps them think clearly and express themselves. They are also perceptive enough to foresee what their reader will want to read in order to empathize with them. The INFJ personality type is advised to pursue a career in writing, which explains why they are more adept at texting. Number 2. The door is slammed. INFJ personality types are renowned for their never-give-up attitude following a contentious fallout. When individuals break trust with INFJ personality types, which typically occurs, they're extremely unlikely to find common ground with them. Most people don't understand this until they have experienced it firsthand. INFJs can develop their ability to manage their impulsivity and become more forgiving, though. Usually, it's difficult, if not impossible, to mend a shattered relationship. They naturally aren't the easiest to trust, but when they do, they put all their eggs in one basket. Now, suppose that hard-earned trust is violated. They become resentful and bitter, never being able to make amends. Pretty gloomy, huh? The majority of individuals are unaware of the INFJ personality type. Number 1. They are humorous, contrary to appearances. The INFJ might be entertaining to talk to. They may contain terrible jokes and repeated punchlines, but what makes them humorous is the idea that they are even trying. Even their frankness and honesty can be humorous at times. They are often the life of the party, or if not, they are the party's leader, even if they are completely unaware of it. At the proper setting with the proper people, the funniest people you will ever encounter are INFJs. You can see this aspect of them because they are at ease and comfortable. They utilize their wit to spread life around them when they are with someone they love. INFJs enjoy unfinished works with no discernible genre. Most of the time, they are frank and frigid, but on occasion, they are also warm and tender. Complex, unpredictable, yet always pushing through and never disappointed. They truly live up to their names. If the INFJ can guarantee you anything, it's that they won't ever let you down in unexpected ways. They would even go above and beyond what you would anticipate. They are in fact a unique and special group. Do you know any INFJs? How do you feel about them? Comment below with your thoughts and let us know. Do you have any ideas for topics? We will be happy to create them for you. Please remember to like, share with friends and family, and subscribe to our channel this content.